you remember the first time you learned about a Suzuki Omnichord? For me, I remember I was in high school. It was in the late 2000s-ish. I don't remember the exact year or anything, but I remember looking online about what artists, like what instruments were they using, and I'd stumbled across some people talking about the Omnichord, but it was from indie music. I was really into that, and it was My Morning Jacket. I think it's like off of the Evil Urges album, but you always hear something and then you wonder, like, what was that? What is that? That sounds so cool. That's how I discovered synthesizers growing up, was asking questions. You'd hear something and I'd be like, what is that? I want that. I want to make that sound. I want to do that. That sounds so cool. Fast forward 2024, I finally got my hands on an Omnichord, and it's a pretty interesting story. So if you don't already know, which many of you already do, I live in Wyoming, and a lot of people out here, they don't know what really a synthesizer is. And so I'm always looking on Facebook Marketplace when people talk about things or they list things. I'm getting rid of this keyboard, or I'm getting rid of this. I don't even know what it is. I snagged this original Omnichord from the original owner for $200, which is crazy. It's a very similar story to how I got my hands on the Yamaha PS20. It's just I bought it off some elderly person that was getting rid of some instrument, whether it was a keyboard or, this person, they labeled it how it was written, the Suzuki Omnichord, but $200 in it, the original owner. And they said they only played it a few times. They never got around to learning how to use it, but it's got this amazing case. It's got like the keys and a lock on it, like, the saying, they don't make them like they used to, and man, couldn't be truer, huh? Let's open it up though and take a look at the inside. Look at this. The case says even made in Japan, and it's got like this felt inside. Look at this. We got an old cassette, an old tape that says basic Omnichord instruction and demonstration cassette. I mean, again, this individual that I purchased this from, she was 80, and she said, I never really got around to using it. Tried it only a few times, couldn't figure it out, and it's just been sitting around ever since. She's like, I didn't ever put batteries in it, so yeah, it takes batteries. She's like, I never put batteries in it because I don't like the corrosion that can happen, but look at this, you guys, just pristine condition. I tested it out. Everything works flawlessly, just great. It's like a time capsule, really, this thing. I got the original power adapter. I mean, this hasn't even been opened. This looks like a little microfiber cloth. Got these songbooks, easy to play Omnichord songbook, instructions, and then another songbook, like an official one. Look at this. From today's best performers. And you're like, what is this? It's got John Denver and the Beatles in it. This is pretty funny, the playbook. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw, or TikTok, what I was talking about. Like, I went through here and I was like, they teach you how to use it. Tickle. You can tickle it. You can pat it. You can strum it. All in all, it's cool. Again, this is really like a time capsule, having a little piece of history, something that's, as magical as the Omnichord. Why do so many people like this? It's because it's strum played. It's easy. It's fun to use. It has built-in drum machine and chords that can play along with it. Here it is, the Omnichord by Suzuki, the OM-27. Something about it reminds me of like a tennis racket case. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's just the style, the vibe. There's this carrying case I've seen that it can come in, and it reminds me of a tennis racket case. But yeah, it's a very iconic, very nice design. This is the one again, 1981 OM-27. Built-in speaker. You have your touch plate sensor. This is like an on-off. If you have like something going, you can immediately like kill it right here. Little sections here, your volume, your master volume, power, rhythm section. So yeah, it has a built-in drum machine. This is your volume for your strum plate, which they call the harp. And you have sustain, so you have a little bit of an envelope right there. Chord volume, so you can have it can play along with you, and I'll show you what that is. So before I do that, your chord section. So you have major, minor, and sevenths. But yeah, let's try it out. I've turned down all the volumes here, so let's turn up the volume. The thing everyone wants to hear. So let's add some sustain. Oh yeah, what a difference that makes. You don't have to like slide your fingers. I mean, you saw all of the weird, quirky ways they were saying to do it. Probably not that last one, but this is the way I play it the most since I've had it. Kind of like tapping, strumming. But yeah, you just hold down one of these or press it while you go along. But I like to wait. I'm gonna wait until I'm ready to hit the next one. Do it right at the same time so that you don't get that cut off where it switches it immediately to the next chord. Yeah, that sounds great. And then you have this auto bass, the classic Gorillaz Clint Eastwood one right there. We can turn up the drum machine. See how that killed it? But oh my gosh, you guys, that just sounds so amazing. Even the drum machine, it just sounds so good. It sounds so, there's just such a unique quality and character to those original drum machines that you just don't get anymore. Cool. Now let's try, some different things here. So the auto bass can play along with it, or you can just have it do a constant chord. Pretty neat. So you have that choice. So it's like you can do three things in one. Let's try some different rhythms here. I'm gonna turn off the chord volume so we can just listen. Here's waltz. Slow rock. Actually, let's turn on the auto bass so we can listen to it. Wow, like there's so many possibilities, and what I want to do before the end of this episode is I want to use it with my Microcosm, because I mean I want more magic synth with magic pedal. I mean you're guaranteed pure magic, right? Other than that, if you haven't already, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. Thanks, y'all.